Welcome to Gore, famed for its brown trout, the mighty Matilda River, and the lure of the Hokanui Hills. The rural epicentre of northern Southland, Gore is a town of honest and hard-working folk, great people who would give you the shirt off their back. This place isn't all about trout fishing, old cars and farmers though, as Gore just happens to be the country music capital of New Zealand. It was 1972, Elton John, Neil Diamond and Roberta Flack dominated the airways, and Led Zeppelin 4 was turning its last spin on the vinyl. But in a smoky old woolshed in the back blocks of Waimumu, a group of lads known as Country Style Promotions had every rousey south of the Clutha tapping their foot and slapping their thigh to Max McCauley, Dusty Spittle. There was a new wave of music hitting Gore that was packing out southern halls and bringing in crowds from as far as Tua Taproot. Country music was the heartbeat of the South, and it found its rhythm in Gore.
Country Style Promotions was a group of young fellas, mostly off the land, but it also included Max McCauley and I think Dusty Spittle. They decided, because at that time a lot of rodeos going on around the district, and what a good idea after the rodeo was over, why not have a concert? So they organised the concerts at night, and they didn't come to the big towns, they went to the little country halls, and it ended up being a roaring success.
As time went on, the pubs got talking about late closing and things started to change and the crowd started to drop off a little.
Country Style Promotions gradually wound down, but there was still that hardcore group of us. We heard there was a club that started up in Invercargill, and we thought we'll go down and have a look. And of course we took Max with us, he was sort of the leverage. That was a good night out for all of us because we could have a good yak in the car on the way down and the way back. One of those nights we came back, coming back in the car and just talking, and somebody said, well, it seems a bit silly us going down here, making up a carload every month. Why don't we try and form a club in Gore? That's a good idea. So we put a notice in the paper, called a public meeting.
Jenkins had a bus trip to go to this big country show in Dunedin. I think they took about 5 buses up, if I remember rightly. And on the tickets, when you got them, there was this wee bit of paper pinned on if you're interested in trying to form a country music club in Gore to go along to some place at a certain time.
We were pleasantly surprised at the amount of interest from people that we didn't know who had come along to that meeting and were very keen to be involved.
That's where it all began, the 9th of May 1972.
My name is not actually Max, it's Malcolm. But it's been like that since I was a kid at school.
We'll go with Max, eh?
Yeah. Well, my name's Max McCauley. I grew up in Lumsden and started singing country music at age 5. Since then, people have had to suffer. That's my wife, Coral.
I'm Coral McCauley, and I was born and bred around Gore. We had a farm out at Waimumu. Well, I knew of him years ago. Jessie, my sister, we went to a concert one time and Max was singing on it. And Jessie wanted Max's autograph, but I wasn't interested in Max's autograph. I got somebody else's autograph. And that was a few years before I met him, of course. But
Max was probably he was the only performer amongst the original group of us that sort of started to organise it. He was very polished in those days, I must admit.
When I was a young guy, a teenager, Max was the local hero.
He's an amazing man, a true gentleman. You know, he's achieved so much in country music from those early years.
He earned a golden disc through 50,000 copies of an album that he done with Music World. So it was quite an achievement for a local boy from Gore.
He's probably one of the best yodelers that there is in Australasia. He can do an Austrian and a Swiss and a German, Bavarian yodel, the French Pyrenees, all those sort of things, and you know, all the little nuances that are peculiar to those particular styles of yodeling.
Well, I guess growing up in Gore, you became involved by virtue of people like Dusty Spittle and Max McCauley. One of the things Dusty Spittle told me many years ago, he said, you know, country music is working people's music, and places like this are built by working people. So it's their celebration of their place. And of course, it was destined to grow.
People just assume that you sing because I'm married to Max, and I always say somebody's got to criticise and somebody's got to listen. So, and that's true.
The very first meeting we called was in the old La Cresta Coffee Lounge. And then from there we moved to the little theatre, the old high school building that's beside the bridge. And we kept on moving around halls because we were outgrowing them. The crowd was getting bigger than what the venue was. So we had various shifts, and they were open to anybody who'd like to come along, do a couple of songs, and sit back and enjoy others doing theirs.
Then from then on, you just meet all these others and you go to do's and that there. No, things are fantastic.
And there wasn't really any rules. You could just take your family along, and I guess whatever you were having for tea, you took it with you. And it didn't matter, you could take a drink and they'd entertain.
Back in the early days, they used to have song books that they'd hand out, and everyone would pick a song and we'd all sit around and sing. It was very much a community of people who loved country music.
And the place was packed. It was a great atmosphere, and we used to do a lot of line dancing in the club and going out to other functions.
We had more trouble with getting told off from the fire department. The crowds were huge. There was queues of people. The shows were sold out. It was immensely popular.
It was a case of going there to get to know more people, and yes, and you could walk in, and you just felt as though you were, welcome. And
you know, it was new to me. It really was, because I come from a farming background way up the North Island, and to see what was happening down here was a new adventure for me. It was fantastic, and they invited you in with open arms, and I learned how to play a guitar, and I'm still playing a guitar.
Yes, well, I moved to Gore and I didn't know anybody, and I wondered what I was going to do, you see. So the real estate agent that was showing me around houses said to me, "Do you like music?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And she said, "Well, you should come along to our country music club." My husband and I rolled up, and we got embellished with all these lovely people that were very welcoming and everything, and we just kept going back and going back. And 30 odd years later, I'm still going back.
Of course, once I'd been once, you get addicted to it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we went on quite a lot of bus trips.
And the sing-alongs were absolutely amazing. I don't know how the driver drove the bus sometimes. And I mean, it was just joyful singing all the way.
It was just, everything was just so much fun, yeah.
They were really good days, yeah. It was just like a big family, really.
And it wasn't very hard to get people to take on positions, because back in those days, in the early 70s, volunteering was a thing that everybody did, and nobody batted an eyelid. Nobody looked for any payment, but everyone was keen to volunteer.
Many hands will make light work, whether it's making cups of tea, taking money at the door. There's always a wee job to do.
And when you've got a whole lot of hard-working people who roll their sleeves up, they make it happen.
There was one particular club member that said to me that when they took over the club rooms in Tamworth Lane, that they were building their house, and they gave up putting the new kitchen in their house to go and buy the kitchen for the club rooms. And I was trying to imagine if we would do that now, and I don't think we would. So I felt that there was a pretty big commitment from people to make that work.
I'll always remember Max saying, "This is just the start of what's going to happen for the future," and he was dead right. Yeah, he was so right.
Mum came from a very strong background of country music, so she took me along to the club. She could see that I loved it. I would stand on the kitchen table with a microphone, with my ghetto blaster, singing to Suzanne Prentice at the top of my lungs. And that's when they took me along to the club. I started when I was, I think 4 years old, and I have memories of going along, and I didn't know how to sing with a band. or use a microphone. I got out there with my ghetto blaster and had a mic. And I'll never forget it. It was just one of those moments in my life, I think as a little kid, that's what I knew I wanted to do.
I can, still remember how kind and supportive everybody was, and I'm sure that my 4-year-old performance wasn't my best. But you would have thought that it was the best thing that those people had ever seen, and I think that really just gave me the confidence to try it again. And I think I sung that same song for about 5 years or something. It was like the only one I knew the words to. And each time it was as if it was the best performance that they'd ever seen. So yeah.
Having the chance to make a connection, to make someone feel something, to make them cry or make them feel happy or joy, it's my whole aim every time I sing a song.
That feeling of everyone loving all the same music and everyone being impacted by the stories that the music tells and that kind of thing. It's just, I'll just never get sick of it, and I wish more people knew how good it was, I guess.
I still see many of those faces today at club because I still continue to go. So that's been a span of 34 years. Yeah, so I feel like I'm a life member already.
Well, I think the old club rooms was wonderful. The photos, we could put anything anywhere. It was an older building, and
you just stand there and you just look around the walls and all the pictures of previous Gold Guitar winners.
Oh, there was just this little atmosphere. It's a nice little hall. They had the big scenery picture in the background of Gore and all the memorabilia things around the wall.
It was just a place that we could call home, and there were lots of different meeting rooms and rooms that we could use, and out the back was the old grain store, and we used to have some pretty amazing after-match functions out there after Gold Guitars. And
they used to go to very, very late hours or early hours. Sometimes we would see the daylight.
It really was a homely building in a lot of ways, and we had a lot of fun there.
We had actually said about the club rooms, what would happen if they went up on fire. And one night about 2 o'clock, everybody got a call to say,
country music rooms are on fire. I said, don't pull my leg. She says, no, it's real. It's on fire. You better get over and have a look.
it sent ripples through the whole country music fraternity, really, and everyone was quite upset about it.
He didn't actually set fire to them, he set fire to the building next door, and it came through the roof and down the walls.
And we just had to stand there and watch it burn.
Gore locals still can't quite believe it.
Just having to watch everything go up and not being able to do anything, feeling very angry in one sense and just disbelief.
Could have sat down and cried.
It was an upsetting sight to see what was happening and nothing you could do about it.
It was such a weird week because there were all those arsons that happened in Gore, and to have the Country Music Club as one of them was just so random and just so heartbreaking for everyone involved, because it was like, why and where to from then?
Yes, well, all the photos were lost. And
we had a huge amount.
Yeah, we'll remember Billy, you know, it just...
It was gone, just like that.
But it was just the fact that our special place was gone.
It's a bit of a tragedy, but we've had to move on.
We got lots of support from the other country music clubs throughout New Zealand. They just rallied and sent us money, and it was just incredible, really. Messages we got, and it was outpouring of, gifts.
Support.
Support, yes. It was great.
It was just a couple of months before Gold Guitars. Yeah, so there was panic stations, but we said, well, no, Gold Guitars have to go ahead. And they did, with everybody's help, which there again, I don't know if that would have happened today if we have got enough members that would have really rallied around today and done that. You know, there was just, you know, just the sense that we're not going to let him get away with that. No, he's not going to ruin our Gold Guitar Awards.
Tamworth is a city that's in Australia that I understand is about 40,000 population, but they started a country music festival years ago.
So Sister City was formed in 1992 between Gore and Tamworth, and Sister Cities are set up all around the world for cultural and economical exchanges. So Gore was really fitting with Tamworth.
Your Sister City was set up originally between Tamworth and Gore, based on the country music, and the driving force behind that was Jessie McCleary-Tytler.
Anyone that's met Jessie will always remember her. She had a laugh which you could hear before you actually saw her.
She was a dynamo, and the thing about Jessie was if everybody wanted her on a committee, because whatever you mentioned and you'd say, can you do that, Jessie? Right? And you can guarantee she would be out there the next day. She'd have everything done.
Once Jessie agreed to come on committee, it was look out. We all got straightened out very quickly.
I think country music has changed. It's got more modern. I think people like Shania Twain, Garth Brooks, Kenny Rogers, they've brought country music into the popular field now. It's become very modern, which is good for country music.
Jessie was actually my sister, and she loved country music right from the beginning.
Oh, she was quite a formidable character. I think that everybody's probably covered that. So I met Jessie in 1981 when I was fortunate enough to become the Miss Gold Guitar back then. And Jessie was the person that told me what to wear and what not to wear. There was no political correctness in Jessie at all. She told me what time you'd be picked up, what to do and what to say. And so that first impression of Jessie was she was just very organised and passionate about the club and country music.
She just basically approached the council over there and said, we want to set up this relationship. And then she was living back in Gore by that time, and Ian Tulloch was the mayor at the time. So she badgered him until he agreed to it. And basically that's how it happened, yeah.
When they were building the Hands of Fame, she rang me one night and said, would I make truffles? And I remember saying to her that truffles weren't going to build the Hands of Fame.
Oh, the Hands of Fame statue is a place to recognise country music artists over the years that have contributed greatly to promoting and getting country music out there.
There's no glamour. There's no glamour in putting your hands in cold concrete. You know, you got to get down on your hands and knees and stuff like that and bend them in there like that. And they go, oh, I just hold for a little bit longer and all that stuff.
There was so many hands, and after the fire, of course, they said, well, what are we going to do with these hands? They can't just be stacked somewhere. So there was a committee formed in 1996. We finally came up with what we've got now, the statue round by the trout. So yeah, we of course had to start getting some money. So we started fundraising, and of course Jessie McCleary, who was passionate about country music, contributed a whole lot. And we finally got enough to go for resource consent to put it up. And the resource consent was denied because some people objected and thought Gore didn't want to be named as a hick town.
There was this anti-ness about country music because they said it was hick music, and we battled for quite a number of years to get people to accept that it wasn't country and western music, it was country music, but it incorporated the whole wide spectrum.
I mean, we're the first to admit not everybody in Gore likes country music.
So we went for an appeal. Jessie paid for it, but that took a lot of money to go for the appeal, but we won.
A lot of people thought I needed a new car and would have been better with the new car, but I didn't think so.
This is my dream and I wanted to give that money.
They didn't seem to realise how much gold guitars actually benefited Gore, because a lot of the councillors weren't for it either.
You know, you can always see people, you know, there's always cars parked outside. Let's go and have a look at the Hands of Fame. And when you drive in, you know that they're there, your hands are there, you know, and it's an honour to be inducted by the, you know, by the club. And I think, you know, that's just another thing, you know, that they've thought of. Let's honour all the people that have gone before us, all the performers who have been here in Gore.
You are tuned into Hokanui on this fine May morning. It's all go in Gore this weekend with the 48th Annual New Zealand Gold Guitar Awards. The population looks like it's almost doubled out there, with auditions across 4 venues and the finals at the Town and Country Stadium each night. Previous winners include Patsy Rigger, country star Kayla Mahon, and of course some of Gore's very own, including Helen van der Linden, Jenny Mitchell and Peter Cairns. But the question is, who will take it out this weekend?
Mommy made me miss my M&Ms.
First up in the section, it is the incredible Mitchell Twins.
I don't even know how you'd start to try and explain the gold guitars and how cool it is. We think it's pretty cool.
Biggest country music event in New Zealand. We have 700 and odd entries, and a lot of the winners, it's the start of their music career as far as taking it further and possibly even full time.
Coming here is a wee bit like coming to a holiday camp for the terminally bewildered. It's unique. There's really nothing I've ever struck that's like it. Yeah.
It's probably one of the most stressful times of the year.
I mean, the locals sometimes, they're like, oh, I've got to wait 2 minutes extra at a roundabout, which kind of annoys them sometimes, but I know that it brings a lot of money into the place.
Mayhem would be just about a word. Children, you know, hanging off the roof.
I don't know how the roof's still on the place.
My favourite thing about gold guitars is just getting up on the stage, singing with my cousins or siblings, or just by myself. I love the big stadium. It's so fun to sing in like a big room with a big stage. It's real cool.
You can never trust those North Islanders. They'll come down here and they'll scoop that gold guitar 9 times out of 10. But there's the odd local that has got it.
Yeah, I don't think I would be where I am professionally as a singer and a songwriter without the Gold Guitar Awards.
It just consumed my whole life really for over a decade.
The idea of bringing people together is something that Gold Guitars always has done, you know.
It's more of a family than a competition. I think it's bigger than a competition.
After the Country Music Club was formed, we decided, why don't we not have a talent quest? And Country Style Promotions, having this sum of money, decided to donate that money to the Country Music Club to have made a trophy, which is now known as the Gold Guitar Trophy. We'll open the door for them. Whether they step through or not is up to them, but at least we'll give them the opportunity.
You are safe here till the morning light.
Got through it. That's it. So that's our practice done for the day.
This is where we start checking that we've haven't got lipstick on our teeth.
Or our hair's right and our earrings are right and our shoes
We
are on.
become each other's mirror,
Yeah.
so we
Our,
make sure that everything's in the right
everything's
place.
down. You don't want to go out there with your dress tucked into the back of your knickers or anything like that.
No.
It's round that way.
No, see? So our turn to go and see the rhythm setter and get it all going and try our best not to have to run to an audition, which we've done in the past. It can feel quite overwhelming sometimes when you're about to go on to the stage, but when you start singing, just the joy from the singing takes over.
There's no shotgun hanging around my door tonight.
And if you can touch somebody's heart with your song, or you see somebody with a smile or a tear in their eye, that's a bonus. But ultimately, you have to be true to yourself, and you just have to do it because you love it for yourself.
Thank you very much, Dan.
Good morning. Just get out amongst the cones here, we'll be fine. I'm Ian Stenning. I live in Gore, been here most of my life. And I've been driving the vans courtesy vehicles for about over 20 years for them every year, but we enjoy it so much. It's great. You meet a lot of nice people, and they're from all over New Zealand, really, and they all look forward to coming down to the awards. So it's good.
Well, it starts probably a week earlier than Gold Guitars. We end up shifting staging, putting chairs into the stadium, moving all that stuff around, getting everything organised and ready. It's just all volunteer work like we're doing now. It's just one big happy group of people that volunteer and look after everything. I don't think there might be a couple that are under 65. Everybody's way over that. So we're all getting older, but it's most of us older ones are doing all the work, a lot of it at the moment. You know, getting things organised. It'll eventuate.
So the Gold Guitar Awards, I committed it like it was the one thing in the world I needed to win. And it always flabbergasts me when people say, I'm going to enter the Gold Guitars, and I've only been practicing my song for a couple of weeks. For me, it wasn't about that. I knew my songs I was going to sing 5 months before Gold Guitars, and I would practice them and I would perfect them.
I've started my Gold Guitars playlist, and I always play it in the car with Dad, and he goes, no, not that one. That's not a winner. No. And next song, no.
Not that one.
No. And then eventually he might be like, oh, that's an okay one. I'm like, that's just a shuffle. I didn't mean to put that one there. I didn't want to do that one. Can we go back to the ones that I like? No, not winners.
Waiting out the back is definitely very nervous. The compere and the chord chart ladies are very good at calming your nerves, especially as a young girl. You're sitting out the back, listening to the person before you. Am I as good as that? That's definitely the most nerve-wracking bit.
Sometimes, like, when you walk on stage, I find that this is what happens for me. Like, I walk out and I like forget how to talk for a second. And like, I'll have like a minute of being like really confused. and then I'll hear the band start playing, and then I'm like, oh, okay. When the band starts, it's all okay, and you know if it's going to be a good song with the band.
We're one of the backing bands for the Gold Guitar Awards, and we go under the name of the Southlanders.
So I'm the rhythm setter, so before the contestant gets up on the stage, they come and see me and I go through their song very quickly.
And can the band just kind of pick up from the tempo I start with?
Well, Melissa comes up on the stage, gives us the tempo and the feel, and points out anything on the charts that we need to watch in terms of accents and stops and sections that Aaron might play through where we're out of and that sort of thing. But apart from that, it's count the song and away we go. And sometimes they're songs that we're familiar with, and sometimes they're songs we've never ever played before.
I'm pleased to say that we usually nail at least 70–80% of the songs. And we get there and think, oh, yeah, I really enjoyed doing that. Phil did a great lead break in that, and we all stopped at the right time, and all these things.
You know, when everything's tight and stops are there and the punch is there and the whole thing drives along, it's a really cool feeling. But it's the challenge of getting out there and knowing that you've done your best and made that singer sound as good as they can on stage.
I'm Gordon Duff, otherwise known as Gordy or Hey You or Something's Gone Wrong. The best thing I think about it is getting to see, you know, kids that are knee-high to a grasshopper develop their talents, their skills, their confidence, and having fun on stage, and see them grow up and develop and then get out on their own as musicians. That's a pretty special thing. And being able to be part of giving everyone a stage that they can get on, give their best and have a great time doing it. You know, they've come from Westport or wherever, they get 3.5 minutes on stage and it's the best 3.5 minutes they can get. And if we can help deliver that, that really makes it meaningful. That gives it purpose, yeah.
Prop me up in my tractor when I die.
First time we came down, Jules and I, it was, you know, a bit of an eye-opener because we were going, wow, this town is just huge on country music, you know, it's the capital of country music in New Zealand. But there was just this incredible audience.
And prop me up in my tractor when I die.
You know, there's always been an older, much older audience here because they last longer down here. But I can remember the whole back row, the whole 2 back rows, I think, were knitting. You know, these old girls, and they had their bags with them, and they pulled their wool out now and there, and they never looked at their knitting. You know, they're those knitters that just flick, you know, like that. And they just watched the show the whole time, and probably within a weekend, they probably all knitted, you know, 10,000 jerseys. But I was just thinking, this is so awesome. Not only have you got an amazing concert going on and an incredible festival, but the townsfolk are right there sitting in the seats, you know. And that was a bit of an eye-opener, you know, in some ways. And there was some controversies. There was, you know, times where I was thinking, you know, Gold Guitar needs to lift their game, and I was vocal about that. And I did, you know, get a little, you know, irate about things sometimes. And, you know, I've always been a fighter and a rebel, and, you know, but I've grown up on country music. And over the years, you've seen that Gore has really changed. You know, they've really poured their heart and soul into, you know, becoming a bigger and better festival.
It's kind of fun to compete because you don't know what could happen, and it's kind of like a surprise, and it's real fun. I love surprises, so that's why I love competitions.
You know, the big stadium, you can't see the judges or anything, and you're just like,
Are they looking at me like, is my song good, or is it medium, or is it bad, or because you can't see them?
Keep moving, yeah, you got me grooving. Keep getting there, stopping, no, there ain't gonna be no stopping.
People come from far and wide for Gold Guitars, and it's not just the performers.
We come from Ashburton.
Auckland, Timaru.
We're just out of Nelson.
Matera.
Timaru. Just down the road, a place called Bryden. I've been coming here for probably longer than I can remember, just about.
Probably 15 years.
Been entering here for 30 years.
This is my 42nd Gold Guitar Awards.
First come to Gold Guitars in 1991.
It's just such a great atmosphere, great to catch up with the country music family.
I love gold guitars, I love country music, and I'll continue to the rest of my life till I die.
No, there ain't gonna be no stopping.
This is the wall of the results. This is where the results are fresh and new, and this is where you come to check it all out. Like, you stalk the Facebook page and there's like a photo of this will be put up, but like this is the place to look. Have the results first.
The goal is kind of to get a final. It's obviously still like a really big goal for us to win it one day, and it's something that we've been working towards since we were little, but kind of once you get to the finals, there's so many people that pour their heart and soul into the auditions and into their singing and what they've done that weekend. So having the chance to be there is the celebration, and I feel like once you get in there, you've got to be happy with whatever happens.
Anyone that's capable of getting into a Gold Guitar final is good enough to entertain anywhere. They've got it.
You have to come to one of these weekends to find out just how many talented people there are out there.
Hate to be the judges. Hate to be the judges. They do such a hard job.
Every one of the judges who I was judging they all had the very best intentions. They're all coming from a place of love. They're also coming from a place of past experience. They know what it's like.
It's just heartbreaking.
Welcome back to the stage, Mr. Zach Rupert!
I think if I sing a song that means something special to me, I just really sort of slows down the moment, and I don't think about anything else other than the song I'm singing and what it means and the people I'm singing to. And I think probably some sadness will probably come up, or happiness if it's something that's a cool sort of country rock type number, but it certainly provokes emotion in a lot of the songs I sing. I'd done all my final songs for the night, and we all got shipped back out to the Mackay room to sit and wait for the results.
So when we got onto the committee, one of our first ideas was to have somebody, from the committee or somebody back there sort of just organising it.
And the good thing is Jeanette and I were both school principals. Who better to organise backstage with a lot of children out of control than two school principals? Once everyone had performed, everyone was sent to the Mackay room.
That's a tense space to be in.
And it was my job to tell them what they had to do in the Mackay room.
Basically like a flight attendant telling you the do's and the don'ts.
You weren't allowed to talk, no talking, but it was fantastic because it made everyone more nervous, I think.
People that have been there year after year after year would go, oh no, here goes Shona.
It is an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, it's the most tense room that I've ever sat in my entire life.
Oh no.
The guest artist is on stage doing their thing.
And if we were all really good, we can go and watch while the judges are upstairs deliberating and then get tucked back into that room.
But now and again, you'd do it to the adults, and 2 or 3 of them would be through at the bar, and you'd be like, no, I have to go and chase those people and get them in here because they're going to miss the prize giving.
Or else they'd been at the bar quite a bit before coming to the Mackay room.
Yes.
They'll call out the finalists that's won the section.
You left the Mackay room, you went as quickly as you could, spotlight would be on you.
And the band plays White Rabbit by Peter Poser, which is forever ingrained into my brain.
There's a certain way you had to stand to get your prize because a photo would have to be taken. There was someone's hand you had to shake, and then there was chairs you had to sit on when you got your prize because you might get another prize, and then you might be the overall winner. So there's a lot of instructions on just how you had to go up and get your prize.
Yeah, definitely one of the craziest and strangest experiences that you go through if you're at Gold Guitars.
Yeah.
I was sitting there and I was sort of daydreaming. I don't know what I was thinking about, probably fishing or something, and and I heard my name and I sort of stalled to get up, and I just sort of wandered up there and I didn't click what it was, it slowly started, going around in my brain what's happening, and I, walked up on the stage and realised, I was being handed this gold guitar.
Hear my name being called, run up to the stage and hold on to the big guitar trophy, which was awesome, probably the same size as me, but all that hard work, all those singing lessons, all those early mornings, the dresses, the outfit changes, it was all worth it.
It's a total dream come true, it really is. I mean, it's been a personal goal. Since I was 14 years old, I was going to get that gold guitar. I kept coming back, and then you think, oh God, is it ever going to happen, And hey, tonight's my night. It's huge.
I think holding it and being in that moment of actually winning the New Zealand Gold Guitar, whether it's as a junior, an intermediate or a senior, I think it's just something that is quite unbelievable, and it takes a long time to sink in, and then when it does, you just feel this immense amount of pride, and nothing can actually describe that. And even though, it's little old New Zealand, it still feels like you've conquered the world, really, doesn't it?
When I finally did win after competing for a long time, it's just if I could bottle that feeling and sell it, I think I'd be a rich, rich woman. You think, wow, I have worked really hard for that. It's a lot of years and a lot of singing and a lot of lessons, but it being in Gore and having all my people there as well was I think it wouldn't be half what it was without that feeling that it was sort of a team effort, I guess.
I think it's really important to reflect and acknowledge the people around you, because yes, we are up on stage and we're doing the work, but I certainly didn't get to where I am, and I certainly didn't get to Gold Guitars by myself.
Probably tougher on mum and dad than it is on the kids standing on stage. You've seen all the practice and all the work they put into it, and how important it seems to be to them. Like so Jenny getting the big guitar, well, Dad disappears out the back. We won't get into that. If you had a look at the gold guitar winners and asked them how many of them have had help from Peter at some stage, there's a lot. These are right up there. And he probably gets as emotional as a mum and dad if, when he gets it, can hardly stand on stage. Why it gets like that, I don't know, but it does.
Why do you think that is?
I tend to wear my heart on my sleeve a wee bit, so I'd even bubble a bit when I was playing in the backing band and they'd be up on stage. The hours and hours and hours of practice and effort and time that goes into it is such a big thing. And yeah, I think it's the emotion that's tied up with that, and to actually get there, and the relief of getting there, or pride, or however you want to look at it. For me, it's when you're teaching, it's getting people to sing from their heart, to tell the story, to feel the emotion and deliver that on stage. And I think, then it all becomes a pretty emotional journey altogether. The first time I went in Gold Guitars was 1982, when I came to Gore and I won the male vocal. And it never ever sort of entered my head that I could, or was good enough, I guess, to win the overall. And started sort of thinking through the process and thought, yeah, I can give that a pretty good nudge, I think. And so, yeah, hours and hours of practice and hard work, and yeah, it was pretty special to win. Yeah, I know I smiled for about a month afterwards. Yeah, it was very special, and I rang Pat Dugan up, who was coaching me at the time, and he always teased me. He said I couldn't understand a single thing you were saying, you were blubbering that much. So, but just to ring my parents up, and they were so you know, they were so proud of what I've achieved, and yeah, it was a real special feeling, like I'd really achieved something and got good reward for the hard work.
I just remember standing there and just thinking to myself, I did it. I finally did it. And Peter Cairns was in the back in the band, who was my music teacher, and I know he was so proud as well. Just the tears in his eyes. So yeah, it was always a dream to win that.
For me, it was like, mostly it was about getting my name on a star with, on the guitar with, you know, my teacher and then all the other people, Carly Price and all these people that I just still think are the coolest people ever, but yeah, it meant a lot. Yeah. After that is really when I started touring and planning my own tours, and I just thought, oh, well, if Kylie Price has won that and then I've won that, then yeah, I can give it a crack, I think.
But I think what it does, it instills this belief that you can do more than you thought you could. Because you've already exceeded your expectations, now you've won gold guitars, and New Zealand Gold Guitars are saying to you, we believe that you can do great things. We're going to back you and send you to Tamworth. This is the next step and we want to be part of it, and we believe in you. And I think that's so incredibly powerful when you give somebody an opportunity that they couldn't get themselves. Without them, I wouldn't have gone to Tamworth. I wouldn't have met the people that I had met, and I think where I am now in my life and writing and performing in London, there's no way I could have gotten here without the experience from Gold Guitars and without that belief of we back you, we believe in you, have a go.
Yeah, you're a gold guitar winner, so you just feel like you can kind of do anything, which is also wish I could bottle that sometimes. Yeah.
There's been so many times that, yeah, I've sat there and they don't call your name, which is kind of an awful feeling, but also you might do it the next time. Yeah.
Some of my best growing has been sitting in the Mackay room and not getting your name called out and having to learn how to deal with that and come back the next year and try again.
And some are so proud of themselves that they've got on stage and they've sung, and they may not have got any further, but they've done that, and that's achievement to them. You know, the fact that it gives that opportunity.
Yeah. Most people who come don't win, but they come back year after year. What, how many years has it been going now? 50 years, and it's been 50 overall winners, but there's 800 entries every year, so why do people come back? They come back for the friendship, the whānau, the
challenge.
The challenge, yeah. After the final, there was always sort of that real high of the person that's won and the excitement for them and their extended whānau and family, and then there was just sort of the, oh, I'm so exhausted, because it's a whole year and build up, build up, build up, build up, and then bang, it's gone. And then you're straight into the debrief.
And you know, there's always room for improvement, and there will be always people coming in and younger people stepping up and saying, you know, we need to do this. We need to keep this alive, you know. I mean, you know, I think it's 50 years, you know, of amazing, you know, festival. But there's another 50 years. You know, what happens in the next 50 years is something we always have to think about. Gore does have something special, you know, it really does. And they need to be proud of it, you know. Gore needs to be proud of this. It's the only one in New Zealand that's really still going strong. And that's because it comes from the heart, from Gore.
Gore's a town that gets a bit of a bad rap, and when you talk to people to say that you've lived in Gore, there's generally a smirk on their faces after that. And I simply tell them, well, I've lived in Gore for 36 years and it was a fantastic town to be part of.
It's a pretty cool place to bring up your family. Just a nice little country town. Well, not little maybe so much now, it's growing.
Yeah, Gore is the best part of New Zealand, really.
Gore is a small town punch as well above its weight.
Really, really special for Gore being the capital of country music.
Country music for the people of Gore ties in with their way of life, with the way they think, the way they live.
Country music is the music of the people.
songs about life, songs about work, things you do all day, every day.
I always like country music. Decent twang from a guitar and stuff there. There's nothing wrong with it.
It resonates with everyone and they find something in it that they can identify with.
You never hear anyone walking down the street singing opera, do you? But you can pick up the odd country song just if you're wandering around town.
The club comprises of 3 parts. There is the entertainers, there is the listeners, and there's the administrators.
The core purpose, I suppose, of the club is to provide an audience for people of any age who want to give performing a go and have a love of country music. You can join if you don't sing as well and be part of that and just sit with a bunch of people who are as crazy about country music as you. And yeah, I think everybody, no matter what corner of the room you're sitting on, get a lot out of it.
So Club Day involves basically a whiteboard at the front of the room, and it's open for anyone. You can write your name down, and basically they go through the list and call charts up to the band, and yeah, you perform on the stage 1 or 2 songs, your pick, and everyone has a jolly good time.
The club itself is, I don't know what, there's a couple of 100 members probably, and I doubt that there'll be 30 of them maybe that sing, but probably not even that many. So of all the people that are in the club, the entertainers are a very small percentage.
Because we're not singers, it doesn't mean that you cannot volunteer, have fun, and have lots of laughter and enjoy the music. You can still be involved.
Now, I've always enjoyed my music and sitting, listening, singing along in my chair, but not loudly. So I'm happy in amongst it, chatting. I enjoy the ages from little dots right through to the older club members. Watching the likes of Kayla and Lana and Taylor coming from being the tiny, tiny tots being dragged across the old clubroom stage to where they first started singing, and to see where those girls have gone now is really, really something special. And now Kayla especially has been so involved with the club and keeping all her next generation coming along. That's something special.
Well done, Kayla. Right, we change over for Sweet Ride.
Are we in tune? I actually don't even know if we're in tune. Have I got a tuner somewhere? Oh, thanks, Eureka. Team effort. The Country Music Club provides an environment where you can sing without judgment. And I think that is the most amazing thing about club. With me being a music teacher, I find that it's a place that I can encourage my students to go to sing at. And without the club, I still don't believe they would be achieving their goals today.
Little boots by your dreams, little boots, big dreams, little boots, big dreams. Hey, Boots! I remember singing a song at Club Day. It was kind of scary getting up, so I was like holding the microphone down like this and singing into it like this, because yeah, I didn't know how to like hold a microphone or anything, so. And then me and Mila practiced together, and now we've come this far and we've achieved quite a lot. Yeah. Singing at Club Day or Club Night, it kind of just helps if we go to singing competitions. It's kind of good because we can get up on the stage and just sing to other people, but not too many. And then we can just get to a competition and we have more confidence because we've practiced. The people at Club Day, they congratulate you and say that you've done good after you sung. They're real nice. If I was going to encourage someone that was singing and they've never ever been to a club day or nowhere to be seen, I'd tell them to actually come along with us, and they will have actually a brilliant time. So bring some coins and they can get a fizz down there, and they can just get some practice in and see what it feels like to sing in front of people.
For me, I know that the club has helped me with my career over the years with learning the skills and the confidence that I've needed to perform live, and that's what the club still provides for all of these new students as well.
I don't think we would be anywhere if we didn't go to the club. It's real hard to try to think of how you would establish yourself or even just get confidence on stage without doing it in front of a bunch of people that just want to give you a cinnamon oyster afterwards.
And a pat on the back, and I think it's just being around the things that you aspire to be, and just being able to see that and learn from it is just something that I don't think you could get anywhere else if we weren't involved with the club.
And we've sung so many times at the club, numbers of times, and every time you go, they always look like they're the most excited to see you sing, no matter what. If you sang to them yesterday, they're like, oh yes, and they all just sit there tapping their toes,
smiling away.
You
know, the first time you forget the second verse, and then maybe something you get out of time with the band the next time and everything, and then that feeling of the probably 25th time when you finally do get it right. There's no other groups, I think, that provide that kind of a platform for you to sort of fail in a public setting so that you can succeed in the end.
So I went from being a farmer's wife to being a bus driver, barmaid, and now I'm a professional entertainer, and thanks to the club. Because if it wasn't for the club, I wouldn't have had that chance. I would have probably be still sitting in the lounge singing when everybody else gets drunk.
I've always believed that the Country Music Club is a place for people to come from all walks of life who enjoy listening to, playing, performing country music. We often have differing opinions and that, but the thing we're here to celebrate is country music. And I think as a club, when we look at all the people that have come through the club over the years and have been involved in the club, who have gone on to make their mark, to continue their journey in country music, I think is a pretty huge thing that as a club we should be very proud of, because we've nurtured that. We've provided a platform for people to come and give it a go and find out that it's something they like, that they can grow with, and I think this club in particular has been very supportive of those people who want to develop their music and achieve further with it.
The Country Music Club has got a motto that they stand by, and it's to foster country music, and they absolutely do that whenever we ask for their support.
When we had our fire, of course it was very devastating to the club, but in one way it helped us go forward, and the money was invested, and with the interest of that money, the board decided that they would use that interest for the benefit of the club members. We have a grant process that the club puts out to club members, and they apply, and we can grant them monies from that investment interest account that helps them pursue their dreams of having a CD or having an album produced.
With this new album, I asked for a grant to help with my recording process, and they gave a very generous amount towards supporting me with my music. And not only that, they have just let us know that they're supporting the kids with their up-and-coming project as well.
Well, we recorded an EP about a year ago now, and starting that process, we had never done anything at that level before, and so we talked to the club and applied for some money through a grant with them that gave us the chance to go to our dream location and record with our dream people, and they helped so much.
And it's great to see that happen, because that money is club money that was initially brought about by the hard work of the people in the early years of the Gore Country Music Club. And it's good to see that members nowadays can get the benefit from that money.
I think our legacy is a pretty marked one. You look at all the people that have gone on and achieved. I think that's a pretty special thing that the club should be very, very proud of, because there's not many clubs in New Zealand that have done that and achieved that. Moving forward, I would hope that some of our younger members would keep the club alive and functioning so that it continues to provide that ground to nurture people young and old who want to get up and be part of the country music community.
You know, it's a bit scary to think that it may not be there.
Yeah, I guess when I think about what I think of the future of the club, I just don't really know. Like, yeah, people always talk about how we need to get these young people back into the club, and now that I've finished high school, I've left and I've moved to Wellington, and I'm so passionate about being involved in the club, but it's really hard to see how I can be helpful when I'm not living in Gore anymore.
Yeah, well, I think the culture of like people staying in the same place has kind of changed. I don't think it's like necessarily like a club thing.
People have lost sight of the things, you know, those social things a little bit, of getting together and having some fun, because, you know, it's just that, it seems that bit harder to make things work in terms of time and money, and I think sometimes you just sort of got to, it's a bit like the, you know, the old country song, Stop and Smell the Roses. But I think that's just a reflection really of what society's like now.
You know, the club is the volunteers.
The hugest challenge is to get people to do committee work.
And there's nobody coming on that's going to take the reins, you see, so...
It's left to the old ones, rather they can't be around forever.
We lost 2 of our committees this year, and you know, it puts the rest of us in a, you know, position that we've got more to do.
And that's the difficulties that we're faced with now, getting more to take on committee work which is sometimes demanding and a lot more than people would realise. But it's a great thing once you've done it and achieved it.
It is a commitment to be on a committee, and I think you have to have an element of passion for country music to really want to be on there. You know, I have a huge passion for country music, but does everybody else have the same passion as me? I don't think so, you know, and I really want to put my time towards fostering country music in Gore, so it's a hard one.
I think everyone's worked too hard in the past to see it just fritter away and disappear. You know, we've got to try and sow that seed and keep it alive within the younger people coming through the club who hopefully take on the roles of being custodians for the Country Music Club in the future.
To see them carry on and keep the club going is a big thing for me, because you can't sort of just let it die out. It's got to keep going, eh? But the kids these days, they've got bigger visions, haven't they? Their vision is a lot bigger than ours. Ours was good at the time, but you know, like they said, the oldie goldies go out and the young ones come in.
While I am a bit worried about the future of the club because of a lot of our real key people just getting older, I also see, you know, the Sparkles and all of the young contestants actually that come to Go Guitars or are Gore people that come to club who love country music. Like they just, you can just see it kind of oozing out of them how much they love it.
Country music is a lot of their passion, and that's why they do it, and that's why I think that we've got enough in the club with that foresight and the passion to keep the Country Music Club going for many years.
It's your community and your family and the people that will support you right from the start to do whatever it is that you want to do with country music, wherever it's going to take you, whether you're the person that's singing on the stage or whether you want to learn how to play in the band or whether you want to compare or make the food or the sandwiches or...
Make the sound happen. And
Yeah, all those
everything.
things, yeah.
The club's pretty strong and it'll keep on going.
And it's going to be fantastic that perhaps when I'm 100, it'll still be going.
I think it's going to be here for longer than me, I hope.
Country music's never going to die, and I hope the Gore Country Music Club will still be there years to come.
We all have the same motto, and it's to foster country music.
The goal was to foster and promote country music and young talent, and I think now, looking back 50 years, I think we could probably say that we achieved what we set out to.
Oh, I'm totally proud and actually blown away by it all. It really astounds me. I just can't get over how far it's come. I've made some wonderful friends, lifetime friends. It's special. I hope more generations will get to experience what we have. And hopefully that love of country music will be around a lot longer than I will be.
My gran gave me a watch, a piece of family history. She said it was my grandpa's, now it belongs to me. She told me that he wore it every working day. She said that it had never stopped, always ticked the time away.
He wore it as a young man, growing up around the point. On the downs at Lyledale, his early farming days were spent. On the mill, behind the team, he'd give anything a go. He wore that watch when he met my gran, and true love began to grow.
My grandpa's watch ticks on through the years. It could tell many stories of hard work and tears. Its face is scratched and battered, the gold is almost gone. Oh, my grandpa's watch ticks on.
Now as the family grew, Grandpa always worked the land. Moving up to Lyndhurst would break most any man. Through snow and drought he battled to turn that place around. He wore that watch through it all and it never let him down.
My grandpa's watch ticks on through the years. It can tell many stories of hard work and tears. Its face is scratched and battered, the gold is almost gone. Oh, my grandpa's watch ticks on. Now grandpa's passed away, but his memory lives on. The love of a family and a faith that is strong. I know somewhere down the line I'll have a grandson on my knee, and I can tell him about this watch, this piece of history. My grandpa's watch ticks on through the years. It can tell many stories of hard work and tears. Its face is scratched and battered, the gold is almost gone. Oh, my grandpa's watch ticks on. Yes, my grandpa's watch ticks on.
Do you think it's still ticking on?
Yeah, it's still ticking on, Max. It's been through dust and dirt and snow and still going.
Marvellous.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Just the best.
Yeah.
Take me back to the mountains of New Zealand, Switzerland. where the southern Alps reach the sky. They're really something grand, and no matter where I wander or ever chance to roam, the mountains of New Zealand will always call me home. Where the sun's gentle rays kiss the morning, as the bush-covered hills they ring, while the native birds call to each other as I am listening. That's why I love to yodel, that's why I love to sing about this lovely country that we're living in. There's lakes with crystal clear water and rivers that run to the sea, where the brown trout, rainbow and salmon keep on calling to me. It's here that I feel happy, it's here that I feel free, when I'm back up in the mountains that keep on calling me. Yonder